Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. My name is Samantha and today I will be using crystals and tarot cards to deliver a message from your future self. So before we jump into the card selection, I just want to remind you that once you have chosen your pile, using your intuition of course, you can check the exact moment when the reading starts in the description down below. And after you've listened to your message, if you feel that there is somebody else that might benefit from listening to this video, please share the link with them. So let's start. So on the table we have 4 piles. The first one has a crystal and the crystal is a selenite. On the second pile we have a Herkimer diamond. The third pile has a green Aventurine. And on the last pile we have a small Labradorite. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Connect with the energy of your heart and allow it to guide you towards the pile you need to hear today. When you are ready, you can open your eyes and choose pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, or pile 4. When you are ready to start listening to the message your future self has for you, you can look on the video description for the exact time when your reading starts. And we will begin with pile 1 and the selenite crystal. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. If you are here, it's because you chose the selenite crystal. And before we start with the cards, I want to feel the energy of the crystal and the message it might have for you. So let's concentrate together for a little while. Close your eyes, connect with the energy of your heart while I connect with the energy of the crystal so you can receive a message from your highest self through this crystal as well. So the energy I am receiving for you through the crystal today is that of purification, but also a little bit of a sense of urgency. It seems you have been holding back on some actions or activities that your guides and your higher self have been trying to give you. You've been putting off some, getting out some project or getting out from a relationship or a situation it no longer works for you. You've been getting guidance from your future self and from your highest self, and you are not listening. So what the crystal is saying, it's really time for you to elevate your vibration, to raise your vibration, to let go of that you need to let go of, for the future self to actually become your present self, or for you as the present self to become the future self. The time to act is now. Okay, you cannot no longer postpone things. You can no longer wait. You cannot shush your guides or your intuition anymore. You really need to listen to the messages they are trying to give you, because they are, in the end, they are really trying to guide you, and the information they are giving you is for your highest good, because they want you to become the best version of yourself, the version they know you can be and the version they know you can become. So the message from the crystal to start the reading is you really need to get going. You cannot postpone any longer what you have to do, because you know it. You just, for some reason, don't want to do it. Maybe you are afraid. Maybe you think it won't work. Maybe you have been disappointed in the past many times, and now you are like, you know what? I'm no longer following my heart. I'm no longer following my intuition. Because when I did, things didn't work out. So why should I do that? Why should I do it? So if that's been the case for you, if you've been wondering, why should I do it if when I didn't work out, or things never work out when I follow my intuition? The first card of the tarot coming for you is the Justice card, telling you that situation is about to be resolved. That thing of things not working out for you, when you follow your intuition, is no longer going to be the case. Okay, justice is here to right the wrongs that might have been happening for you in life. So that's why your future self wants you to try one more time. Okay, give it one more shot, try one more time, because this time things are going to be different. The type of intuition, the type of guidance you will be receiving will also change. So don't hesitate, don't base your experience, your present experience, in future projections or in past projections. Okay, don't be rather past projections, because you don't know the future yet. So don't base your present on the past. Okay, just try again. Things are going to work out. There is a reason why in the past things worked the way it did. That's a reason. There is a reason why uh, things didn't work out for you. Okay, there was some sort of learning and some sort of improvement you had to that had to happen, so that you reach the point you are now, and then you could finally kind of change or shift the energy of your life. So don't don't believe or don't base what is coming or the possibilities of your life based on what happened. Okay, not because something happened, even if it happened several times, it means that it has to be repeated again. So your future self wants you to try one more time, with the justice card. So from the feminine oracle deck, we have Queen Esther, the morning star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. So, if you are in a place where you feel defeated and where your ego was bruised based on following your intuition, maybe these things that you tried many times, maybe it's a business, a relationship, or even going to the gym and never really sticking to the routine of actually being there for a long time, or enough time so that you can see results. And now you're like again defeated and saying, I'm not going to try again because I don't want to humiliate myself one more time. What Queen Esther with her energy is telling you is that ego, that I'm not going to humiliate myself one more time, is on service of your soul. What does that mean? Okay, you won't humiliate yourself one more time, then this time stick to the routine. Okay, this time go to the gym the number of days you have to do, or you have to go, so you can see results in your body. Stick to the diet, use that energy of your ego, and I'm not going to be humiliated again, I'm not going to be defeated again, on your benefit, on your soul's purpose. And as what I was saying before, things didn't work out before for you for a reason. Here it says, I trust my soul's divine timing. So going to the gym, I'm gonna continue using that example, but it can be on anything. Okay, for example, if you were being trying to find a life partner, or a stable relationship, and you find I don't know, playboy or playgirl one after the other, and you're like, I'm just not gonna try one more time because I'm not gonna get my ego bruised or my heart broken anymore. Know that, yes, use that energy of, I'm not gonna get my heart broken anymore. That's an ego response to really don't get your heart broken anymore. But that doesn't mean you will close off to love. What it means is you will be picky with your partners from now on. Okay, you will be more courageous on the type of relationships you are going after. You are not going to fall anymore for just the girl or the boy that looks beautiful from the outside, but once you know him or her, it's not really that beautiful from the inside. So you have to raise your standards. Use your ego to help you achieve your soul's mission, and know that the soul's timing is perfect. Okay, the ego wants everything now, the ego wants everything for yesterday. Okay, but the soul knows better. So trust that your soul has a timing that is the correct timing and knows better than your mind. And now, with the Justice card and the Selenite crystal giving you that message, the time to act is now. The time to raise your standards is now. The time to use your ego in your benefit is now. Okay, so just don't stop the growth just because it's hard. Okay, So I have here some other tarot cards. I have the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. And with the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like you have been talking to some friends. You know, you have been asking some friends for advice or telling them about, it's been really hard for me, this situation, this love relationship, this love thing in my life, I just don't find the answer to what should I do for things to work out. So you've been trying um, to tell people about your situation, and maybe they are just like, yeah, that's it's okay, man, things are going to work out in the end, or yeah, well, shit happens, something like that. And that's because the people you are surrounding yourself with are also not the right vibration. Okay. um, Unfortunately or fortunately for us, we bring into our lives the type of the people that hold the same vibration we hold. So because you are in a low vibration now, when because of your thoughts and because of the you know learnings and the situation and experiences you've been experiencing in your life, the people in your life are matching that vibration. And that's why instead of giving you maybe words of really advice or motivation, they are just like shutting down or um, the hope in life, or they are not caring enough for what you are saying. It's not because they are bad people, it's just because the vibration is not allowing them to go beyond um, the reality right now, to go beyond what is in the present moment. And now, of course, we need to live in the present moment. When I see beyond, is to have like a to know that what comes after is always better. Okay, as I was saying, not because something didn't work or things are not working now for you doesn't mean they will never work. Okay. So because that people or those friends or colleagues or family members you are surrounding yourself with are in the same vibrational match that you are, they are not able to really give you a good advice. And you have not been listening with the Knight of Swords to your own advice. Okay, there is a part of you, your future self, higher self, that is trying to guide you, to tell you, look, you need to go this way, let me show you how, but you are just shutting it down. You're saying, no, I don't want to listen, I don't want to hear. um, with these two cards, it means, I think I'm going to clarify this card because I feel that there is a journey involved, but because the card is looking at the past with a Wheel of Fortune, I think you already been into this journey. Okay. I think you already, whether it was, I think we're talking about a relationship here, a romantic relationship. So maybe there was already a partner that was, you were very serious about this partner. You were like, okay, I'm on board. Okay, I'm gonna put all my eggs in this basket. I'm gonna commit to this person. I'm gonna be what he or she wants me to be. I'm all in. That was the journey you were on with that person. But you were going towards the Wheel of Fortune, that in this case is upside down, which means, well, it didn't work out. Most probably that person left you for someone else, um, saying, I'm sorry, I know we said we will spend our life together, or we're already living together, or something committed. I don't think you were married, but could be. um, but I met someone, and so I'm leaving you for that someone, and my happiness is there. And you were like, wait, what? I was really uh, invested in this. I thought we were going to spend our lives together, but I don't see love in this relationship or in this part. In the end, the result of that relationship was the Five of Cups, which is, if you can see it here, it's like sadness. There is these ruined cups here, and she's crying, or the person in the card is crying and not seeing that there are some other cups or opportunities here. So with the cups at the back of this card, I don't think the opportunities were other people or other partners, but it was to actually get your life together, to actually do something for yourself, to start maybe a new project, to going back to the gym, investing time in yourself, in building your physical body. There were some, you lost a relationship, maybe you lost maybe years of your life, but it really is never lost. When we spend whatever time with a person, we have nice experiences with them, right? We have good moments. So we can, when that period is over, treasure those moments and then use them for motivation, so we can actually also invest time in ourselves. But you didn't do that, when that relationship ended, or if it you are ending it now, like if it's really recent, or you are in the process of, you are going to, it's going to end, you guys are not going to stay together, you are just focusing on the fallen cups, you are not seeing what else the universe has to offer you. So we're going to see what the cards tell us about the relationship or the energy in this area of the reading. So when it comes to the right side of the reading, or the future side of the reading, again, you are not listening to your future self, to your higher self. And when I say future self or higher self, I'm referring to that little voice in your head that is telling you, come on, just one more time, just there is hope. And you're like, no, shh, don't come to me with hope. So could be with the cross here that you were in such a low point with all of this situation that you might have gone really to church, and be like, God, why? Tell me what to do. Why is this happening? What, even if you are not a religious person, you, with this, when this situation unfolded, or if it's unfolding, you were like, please tell me, what do I do? I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna do what you want me to do, but please just tell me. So if you found this video, here is your answer. Here is God telling you through my words, you need to listen to the voice in your head that is telling you to have hope. Okay, you need to stop um, minimizing your power. You need to stop believing that you have nothing to offer to others. Like the Empress here, whether you are a man or a woman, came reversed. But the Empress is a really beautiful card on the tarot. It talks about possibility, personal power, fertility, ability to grow things, but it came or to build things, it came reversed. Not because you are not her or you don't have the ability to, but time and time again you have been shutting down that. Like, you see your potential, you have potential, you can do things, but you rather don't do them. You are like, no, it's not true, I'm not that good. And because you start thinking, I'm not that good, or I cannot do this, the people and experiences in your life only confirm what you believe about yourself. But it's time, with the Page of Pentacles, that you start believing in yourself. It's time that you see the treasure that you are, the treasure that you have in your hands. And the treasure that you have in your hands is yourself. And if you've been living in a very low vibration for a while now, which I think is the case, it might be hard for you to really understand, or to really believe what I'm saying, but you have the potential. You have the possibility of becoming an amazing empress, whether you are a guy or a woman. So let's see what else the cards have to tell us. Knight of Wands. It's time. The Nine of Swords, showing the sorrow, your sorrow, the one you are experiencing now, the World. Ace of Cups, another ace. And the Five of Swords in reverse. It's time you stop. I see with these cards here, Five of Wands as well. Lots of conflict. I think it's inner conflict. I think I am not saying the difficulties or the challenges in your life are not real, but what I'm saying is you have contributed actively to those challenges. You have made those challenges happen. Like, it seems you're a little bit as well a conflictive person. Like, if there is a problem, you make it bigger. Instead of not arguing, you also want to have kind of like the last saying. You want to be heard all the time, and you want to impose your will. It's always like, you see how he's kind of holding the wand, like, charging forward, like it's my way or the highway, kind of. So you've suffered through all of that, because you've contributed to your own demise, your own problems. We all do, actually. We all create our reality. So it's true that life has been a bit hard or tough on you, but if the level of hardness or toughness of life was 5, to make it an 8, like, you increased by your actions and your reactions, you increased the difficulty of life. You were you were or are a person that really wanted to, with this relationship, you really wanted this, you really wanted someone to love you. You really wanted this to work out for you. But again, I don't really see love in this relationship. You can tell me, okay, of course I loved my partner, and maybe you had feelings for him or her, but it was not coming from a place of unconditional love, and it was not real love. If it was more of, this is my wish, this is my desire, I want it, okay, I'm going to make it work, and then it didn't work, and that's why things didn't things now feel really bad and sad for you. Okay, so let's see what else your future self has to say for you. Knight of Swords. It's time to stop fighting. It's time to, same. The knights here have this one, the sword, and is charging forward really fast, and here the wands is also charging forward. So the energy is different. Here I feel some stubbornness. Here I feel speed. Um, but this one came reversed, so means it's enough. Okay, you don't have to charge forward. You don't have to fight for everything you want. Life is not a fight, with the five of swords and the five of wands. You don't have to fight all the time. Okay, when you stop fighting, then you can have all you want, with the world card here. So you don't have to be fighting constantly to get what you want. Again, the Hierophant, which is saying and repeating, listen. Okay, listen to the universe, listen to that higher aspect on you that is wise and has the answers to all your problems. But truly listen. Okay, your ego, because of the Queen Esther card here, that ego is in service of the soul, now is being a disservice to the soul, because you are more minded, mind driven. You are thinking your way through life, and the Hierophant is telling you, stop that. You see how he has his hand raised here. So, the Hierophant is telling you, stop that, stop fighting, stop all the time making everything a fight, everything difficult. It doesn't have to be. Stop the way you are doing things. Okay, there is another way to do things. So you need to kind of really change that. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, again, there is an offering, same as with the Page of Pentacles here. There is an opportunity, there is an offering the universe is giving you. Become the pentacle, become the energy that makes your life possible. Stop hiding your value. Even the Queen of Pentacles, she is holding her pentacle, but not in a happy way. She's not necessarily super excited because this has this big pentacle. I think you thought that the only thing you had in life was this person, this relationship. That was all. Maybe you feel so defeated now and so sad because all your value was in your partner. So you were worth something because you were with this person, which is not the case. Individually, yourself, you have value. Okay, you are worthy, whether you are with someone or you are single. But you need to start seeing it. You see, more and more like suffering, you put yourself down a lot with your thoughts, with the image you have about yourself. Yeah, you don't want to see. You are really, really closed off about the future and about the possibilities. Okay, let me see. I want to take an oracle cards here for you. So let me see which ones are we going to use. I'm thinking another tarot deck. So let me see. What else? What else? How can you, let's ask your future self, how can you move away from this energy? How can you move away from all this suffering and all of this mind energy, right? Like the Hierophant already told us, stop that way, stop doing that, stop your mind. But sometimes I know it's hard. So let's see, let's ask for some other advice. So we have the Page of Swords. This came upright. The Seven of Wands, more conflict. The Three of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles again, you see? So this tells me or talks to me the story, the devil. Yeah, you are your own that just, yeah, oh my God, there is so much resistance from your side. You are your own, how do you say, how do you say this person is jailer? The person that keeps people in jail, the one that has the keys to let you out of the cage. So you are it. You are him. You are the one that has the keys to your own freedom. But I do see lots of resistance. There is, with the Three of Cups, it tells me there is possibility for you to be happy. There is yeah, there is a possibility for you to be happy, to find joy, to find your drive, but it really is all in your hands. If you do not let go the pain, you see how the Queen of Pentacles again is holding her pentacle. In this case, your pentacle is the pain. Pentacles represent um, earth energy, and so all the pain, you, even though it's being caused by part your mind and also experiences, both mind and experiences are an earth energy, right? You go through those things on the earth plane. So for you to get out of this, as I said, if I hope that's the right word, jailer, and if not, you know what I mean. Um, you have the keys. See how the devil has is there is a hand, but is open, and they both have chains to their necks, but he is really not holding it. It's just having it there open, so they could really just use their hands to remove the rope around their necks and just walk away, because the devil is not really holding them prisoners. It's the hand is open, but they are not looking at the hand, they are looking at the horrible scary face up here, you see. So it's really just an illusion. Is an illusion that you cannot have a beautiful life, that you don't cannot have a beautiful partner. And with the death card, it tells me that you are resisting the transformation, you are resisting this transmutation of energy, this change of energy that is required for your life to change. And with the Page of Cups and the Justice card that again came up, the Justice card, in this case is looking at the Queen of Pentacles, is with the balance here, you see a scale, and the sword is really telling her it's time for you to let go. And so that was the initial message uh, of your future self with this reading. It's really time for you to let go of that pentacle, move away from that energy. And something that I've been saying lately, the only way of moving away is by moving away, okay, by the action, implementing the action in your life of moving away from here, from this energy, from this trap that you yourself put yourself in. Offer to the universe, God, if you believe in any God or in any deity, offer to it your emotions, your pain, let it go. Don't hold it anymore. Let it go. That's the message of your future self, the message your future self has for you. Let go of the pain. It's time for you to do that. It's time for you, the scales are balanced, or are balancing for you now. You will be guided, you will receive what you are asking for. But for that to happen, you need to get out yourself. You need to get yourself out of the cage. You need to let go of your pain. Don't treasure your pain and your suffering, okay? There is nothing to treasure. On the contrary, offer them up for sacrifice, right? Offer them up. Just, here, universe, take away my pain, take my painful experiences, and treasure. If you're going to treasure something, treasure the good things. In the Empress card, sorry, in the Queen of Pentacles card, there is life. There are flowers, there are grapes, there is even a bunny here, but she's really holding on to her pentacle. So there is, we saw that with the Five of Cups here, and you have almost all the fives: Five of Cups, Five of Wands, Five of Swords. Um, there is good things in your life. You are not seeing them because you are focused only on your pain. You are focused only on the bad part, but you don't necessarily need to fight. There is good. You have the World card here as well. So wholeness, completion, happiness is possible for you. There is everything. You have everything at your disposal to make this world, this completion, a reality for you. But you really, really need to step away from this fake cage you put yourself into and let go of the pain that you have been holding on for really, really long time. So this is the message that your higher self has for you. If you found this helpful, I'll appreciate that thumbs up. And if you think there is somebody else that will benefit from listening the messages and the wisdom that their future self has to give them so they can live a more fulfilling life today and be able to catch up with that better version of them in the future, please share this link with them. Thank you. And now we move on to the next group. Welcome to your reading, group 2. If you are here, it's because you chose this beautiful Herkimer diamond. And before we get into the cards, I want to channel information from your future self using this Herkimer diamond as well. So we are going to connect with the energy of the crystal before connecting with the energy of the cards. And so close your eyes so that your energy can also be transferred to this channeling. Take a deep breath, stay with your eyes closed for a little while, and just allow me to connect with the energy of this crystal to see what it has to say today. I am perceiving a very playful energy from this crystal. It's as if your higher self has your future self, which is also a higher self, has a secret for you, a really nice big surprise. You know, the energy of this crystal is super playful. It's like you have no idea what is in store for you, you know. So I think the message that you are going to receive with the energy of this crystal is a really playful one, a really like a surprise. The crystal is really excited to share with you what it has to share with you today. You know, the energy of surprise, the energy of a really good thing that you don't see coming, you know. Maybe something that you asked for a while ago, or something that you at a point you expected, but when it happens, it will be really unexpected. When it happens, the crystal, your future self, will be like, haha, we caught you, but in the good way, you know, like you didn't even know, you had no idea this was coming your way. So let's leave the crystal here and open up your cards to see what else this has to say. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. Um, I think this surprise is about someone removing a burden from your hands. Okay, I feel you've been maybe struggling a little bit. You have been maybe being on your own for a while. You felt that you were left alone. You know, you were left to fend for yourself. Maybe you are the caregiver or provider of many people, and so you felt or you are feeling like, you know, a little bit burdened, like when is someone coming to give me a hand, you know, when is someone coming to give me, to rescue me from this situation, you know, to provide some sort of additional energy or even additional resources. Like I really need some help here, guys, you know. I think you have been living like that for a while because you are providing for people, you know, you are providing for others. So the future self wants to tell you that uh, the surprise is someone will actually come and help you. You know, they are already on the way, they are already coming towards you. But with the vision quest here to the future, you really need also, you know, part of you needs to realize that there is also help, and be willing to ask for it. Okay, be willing to ask for it. And if you are like, well, I already did and no one came to help me, well, it's not only about asking, but also asking to the right person, you know, asking at the right time. So the vision quest is kind of talks about timing, you know, and in this case, what the card wants to tell you is the timing is close, is coming. The timing, you will know when to maybe ask for this help, and also to whom you should ask for this. So the timing of you getting help and getting out of this uh, suffocating energy is coming. Okay, with the council, this card tells me there has been some energy sleeping in you. You know, your council, your guides, maybe you have not felt their help, but because maybe you didn't know you had to ask for their help, you know, for our guides, our future self, our higher self to come and help, we really need to ask them. Okay, they cannot interfere. Light beings, angels, and all of those guides, even our highest and future self, really cannot interfere if we don't ask them to. So in this case, what your future self is also telling you is, well, you need help? You want someone to help you? Ask for it. That's why the help has been sleeping, because you have not asked for it. So that's something you need to know. If you want help from the universe, please ask. Okay. So let's see. We also have here the magician. And the magician, is just reiterating or telling me again the same. It's the same feeling. You look how concentrated he is. He's really putting his his head down. The infinity symbol is here because the possibilities are endless. And also directing the energy towards the place he wants it to go with his hands. So I think this is again a reiteration of what I was just saying. If you need something to happen, you have to make it happen. And not always is about physically making that happen. You don't have to always act or do something on the physical level for it to work out. This card is a very mystic card, okay? He is not doing something in the physical level. He is managing or working with energy. So in the same way, if you want your situation to be resolved, if you want your counsel, your guides to help you with the situation, you need to go in the quantum field or the energy field or the universal field, or whatever name you use to refer to the universe, to that place where everything is possible. You need to go in there through meditation, through the connection with your heart, and move the energy so that that it works on your favor. Okay. There was and I think this energy is still lingering, a lack of vitality in your life. There was you felt like there was no air. There was no air. There was no potency in you. There was not you were not breathing properly. Like, because of the difficulty of your situation, you were like all the time, like trying to breathe deeply but not being able to. I think this situation you are going through because of the I feel you are caring for people. You are in this situation because, not because of you or because you did something wrong, but because you are caring for somebody else. So you are almost carrying the burden or helping someone carry their burden. And that had to happen. This situation had to happen because it was a balancing of energy. There was a something karmic that had to be completed, and that's why you were put in this helping situation, or rather you put yourself in this situation. And when I say karmic, I don't mean that you did something wrong in the past and that's why you are paying for it. What I actually mean is there was a contract, an aspect of your soul made, maybe in another life or in a different dimension, where it said, I'm going to help this person. I am able to support this person. I am able to provide something. I know he or she needs help, so I'm gonna step in and help. And that's why the balancing of the energy happened. The universe said, okay, you want to take the burden, I'm happy to give it to you. Okay, you are the one taking in the responsibility and the decision of doing this. And that is in the future part of the reading, which is the right side. I think this justice balance energy is confirmed with this equator. You are also reaching already the point. If you see, you can almost see how the girl is pointing towards the magician first and then transferring the energy all the way here, where I said the universe, you ask something to the universe, you told the universe, I want to do this, the universe said, go right ahead. And so the energy so far was unbalanced. That's why the card is upside down, because yes, you agreed or you said, I'm gonna help, but then it was too much. This person, people you are helping, kind of put more than what was intended for you to carry. Okay, they kind of not necessarily abused, but once they saw that you were offering help, they were like, okay, so you carry this as well. Okay, so if the situation became a little bit unbalanced for you. But it's with the vision quest and the empress cards on the same side of the reading, it's time you free yourself. Finally you will see that it's really not your responsibility to carry this burden. Okay, that is really not your responsibility to do all the work for them. Even if you love them, you can love them, you can provide some of the help, but not all the help, because you also have things to do in your life. You also need to care for yourself. There are also dreams, there are also hopes, there are also goals that your soul wants to accomplish and has the possibility to accomplish in this life. So you're already seeing that you are reaching the end of your quest. Like the battery, you had the potency, the potential that you had to help these people is kind of, you're reaching the limits of it. The energy is running out, and that's okay. Okay, and there is nothing wrong with that. Like you are in a position where you are saying, well, I gave all of what I was meant to give or offer, and yeah, now I'm walking away. It's enough. It's enough for me to. I don't see this being um, a balanced situation for me, or a balanced place. So good that you are reaching there. There will be someone with the Page of Wands that might play a guilt trip when you decide to inform these people that, you know what, I reached my limit. This is all I could offer. Now I am out. There will be someone that will guilt trip you, or will try to guilt trip you, but it will only be effective if you let it. Okay, if you allow this person to make you feel that way, then yeah, okay, you can take the guilt if you feel so. But I think you won't. I think you will see yourself as the Queen of Coins, and you will be like, no, no, dude, I really did all I could. I've done more than I can, and look, all of my hard work and effort resulted on these riches or these benefits for you and yours. So you can really not come and tell me that I did nothing, or that I'm just asking, or yeah, saying I'm out and not offering my help, because I already did. And if you guys with the King of Coins cannot see that you also have power, that you also have the possibility to contribute to the raising of your situation, to going out, to getting out of that situation, well, that's not longer my problem, you see. And I think there will be somebody else, a man, that will be on your side. I also see this might become a love interest as well, where he will see you, if you are a girl, or she will see you like, okay, this person has potential, like I can see all of what he or she has done, and I like it. Like this person will defend you somehow. It will be on your side when this page comes to tell you, well, no, you cannot leave. He will be, or she will be like, yes, yes, she can, or he can. I'm just using the genders that I see on the cards, but if you are a female, of course, I'm referring of a male. If you are a male, I'm referring a female. And if you like both, then you arrange your pronouns the way you like them. But yeah, this person that will come and be on your side will be a love interest. And it's interesting for these people you are helping when you step out, or you step down, or of your duties, and maybe not fully, maybe you will still provide some help, but the fact that you will do that you will be like, okay, so if I was giving you 60 hours a week, I'm now gonna give you 5. And that will start for them a trip as well. You will give them the opportunity for them to know how to build things. They will start to know and realize that they are also powerful beings. They will see themselves as that powerful being. So even though they will try to make you feel guilty, what reality will happen, or what will happen in reality, is they will have the opportunity to grow. He is kind of really learning something here, building something. So they, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, because it's time for them to also get to know themselves, and to get in touch with their own mastery and their own progress. And going again to the future, your future self is telling you it's time for you to rest. It's time for you to really rest. Again, another help with the Emperor. I have the feeling this King of Swords might become this Emperor, but because you will be coming out of a hard situation or a difficult situation, you might not want to welcome him or her again. Up to you. You might be like, not right now, like this guy will want to maybe offer you the world, and you are like, I'm resting, not now, I don't have time for this. But also you will be a little bit afraid of getting hurt. You will be a little bit afraid of opening up to this person, which I think is very normal, again, because of the situation you just been through. But certainly this person wants to be with you, you know, he really wants to start something with you. Yes, with the Ace of Wands, some sexual energy there, some sexual desires. For sure, he wants something with you. And not only sexual, but for sure, he will feel attracted to your strength, to you, you know, to your body, to your physicality, but to your energy. So it's not necessarily only a sexual attraction. You know, he's not playing around, or she's not playing around like, oh, well, I only want sex. It's not like that, but for sure it will become, or it will start because of a sexual attraction, you know, because he finds you or she finds you attractive. And with the Two of Swords, you will, again, you will not see this. You will be like, no, I'm not there yet, you know, not really. Ace of Swords. So let's see what else. Ace of Swords. That's okay. A Five of Wands. Okay, so let me put this like on a timeline, because I think that's how it will happen, though we know that time is not linear. But usually that is a good card, because it signals transformation. But I'm getting a not evil, devil energy. Like, instead of that, I'm thinking about the devil card. Nine of Swords. Yeah, you might be a little bit trapped. Okay, so this is the card I was talking about. So yeah, the devil. I think you might be trapped. Oh, so that guy will be your person, you know? Okay, so let's see. There is a process. There is a process here that you will have to embark on. You know, it's almost like a journey. It's really a journey for you. And it might be I mean, I will say a long one, but really long or short depends on you. So this person that will be on your side when this situation, you know, when you inform the people you are helping that you will no longer be helping them in the same way, will be interested in you romantically. You know, this person really wants to be with you. He or she feels really attracted to you and wants something serious. And you guys, I think, will end up together, you know, with the Ten of Cups, with the family. You guys have the possibility to end up together and build, yeah, for sure, build something strong, build something beautiful. However, with all of the cards in the middle, you know, with the Five of Wands, with the Nine of Swords, with the Devil card, with the, you know, that is, of course, transformation. With the Six of Swords, there will be a lot, mostly from your side, of work involved. You really will need to recover, you know, with the Star card. This relationship is for you to actually heal. I don't like to use the word heal, but yeah, let go of the past. Know that there is a possibility, and actually this is exactly the message that your future self wants to give you. It's talking to you about future happiness. It's talking to you about your future family, you know, the family you will have, the guy that will really fight for this family, you know, like, even though sometimes you won't want to believe, sometimes you will not really have the vibration or the energy to make this work, he will really be there, and he will be like, you know, I know you are worth it, so I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna fight for us, I'm gonna fight for this family, because he can see it, you know, he really wants to start something beautiful with you. And the possibility of you guys having a beautiful family and a beautiful future is there, not without some work, mostly from your side. Of course, he has or she has his own things, but in this case, because you've been in a difficult situation for a long time, you are the one who needs to walk away from the past, who needs to let go, who needs to transform, who needs to go, you know, who needs to go beyond the illusion of not being able, like, happiness is not for me. You know, if you believe that, you really need to let go of that belief so you can have this. So I see a little bit of work for you, and just because it's your work, is your psyche, is your mind, your energy, the one that needs to rise, so that this person can come in, you know, not because he or she's not there, but if you are in this hurt, in this pain, in this suffering, you won't want to welcome him or her, you know, you will say no to this person. So it's on you to do the work, to let require to let go of the past so that you can actually reprogram your mind, raise your vibration, become a new self, and have this beautiful family that is available for you, this beautiful future. And if you are like, what, that's impossible, the Herkimer diamond at the beginning did say that it was a surprise, right? Like, you won't expect this, you won't even believe this, but because maybe where you are sitting now, you are like, no, you know, there is not even a guy, there is not even a friend that can become a guy that, you know, so on and so forth. But that's why the diamond said, well, you are in for a surprise, because that's what's coming your way. So I hope you enjoy your reading. I did enjoy it. You know, lots of hope and beautiful and beauty in the cards for you. So yeah, if you think that there is somebody else that might benefit from listening a message from their future self, please share this link with them. Thank you. That was the reading for you. And now we move on to the next group, the Green Aventurine. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you are here, it's because you chose this beautiful green aventurine as your living crystal. And so before we start with the cards, what I want to do for you is to also use the energy of the crystal to tell us what message your future self has for you. So close your eyes and help me connect with the energy of this crystal by setting your intention of listening the message your higher self has for you. So let's both of us concentrate, close our eyes, and see what does your future self has to tell you. Guess what happened with your reading? I had I began the reading, I connected to the stone, I did all I usually do for these readings and what I did for the previous readings. And when I finished, I realized that I did not record any of it. Which makes total sense, because at the beginning, when I was connecting to the crystal, this green aventurine, I felt some resistance, you know, as if the crystal didn't want to talk to me. Even the message I shared with you in the reading that you did not hear because I did not record was that there was some sort of, you know, comfort zone, or something you didn't want to hear, or you didn't want to see, something you didn't want to acknowledge. And so, yeah, it made total sense that I did not record your message, because that's the energy around you at the moment. You're right, you know, your future self wants to bring your attention towards that resistance, toward that thing you are resisting to hear, to see, to acknowledge. And so we are going to give it a second go to your reading. And the good news is that we already have all the cards that we are going to use for you. And yeah, now this time I'm making sure I do record your message so I don't have to do it again. Okay, so let's begin one more time. Here is the green aventurine, and as I said, when I connected to the energy of the crystal, there was some sort of resistance. It felt like a little child, or even maybe a baby that didn't want to be born, you know, something like, oh, leave me alone, I'm comfortable here where I am, you know, I don't want to get out of my cocoon. So that was the first insight I got, that there was something odd or off in this reading. So then we have the second of air that confirms that energy, you know, like the girl is dancing and is like holding to things on her hands, but really just focusing on one, you know, like kind of ignoring the other one. Like, yeah, okay, I know there is something in my other hand, but I just want to look at this one, you know, maybe the most beautiful one, the closest to me, the easiest to handle, you know. So certainly there is some sort of avoidance in your life right now. So then we have bouquet with compliments from an admirer. Then a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And finally, the money path. And what these cards indicate to us here is that I think, you know, there is a person, a love interest that has told you he is or she is interested in you, you know, even if not directly, by the way he or she behaves around you or how she or he greets you, you know there is something going on, but you are not necessarily open to that. You are like, oh, he or she again, you know, you are not really open to that possibility of starting something with this admirer of yours. And we will talk a little bit later about this elephant and money path. We have here Capricorn and as well the moon. I think this journey that the elephant card is signaling here for us talks about uh, an emotional and mental journey. You know, like I don't rule out the possibility of you going out traveling the world, but I think maybe based on your situation right now, what is more likely to happen is that you will embark in this journey towards witnessing your emotions. You know, it's time for you to look at those things that you don't want to look, those things that you know is important for you to look at, but you have been avoiding. You know, like the uncomfortable side of life is the one you need to pay attention to. And that's the journey you will begin. You know, that's kind of the heads up your future self is giving you. You will be beginning this journey of observation of your mind, observation of your emotions, observation of your situation. And through doing that, you will finally go to this money path. You know, you will finally go towards this energy of success. You know, like here it says, a path with money is waiting for you to find it. So it already exists. Just you need to find it. You know, you need to get to that place. With the curse here and the earth here, what I was feeling before with this reading is that um, I think the cards are saying, this card in particular is saying the universe is watching. You know, the universe is observing the way you behave. There is a sort of possibility of creating karma with certain actions that you are taking, with certain initiatives. Maybe there are some sort of lies you might be saying either to yourself or to the person that is expressing his or her affection for you. um, so it's not only that the universe is there to balance the energy, but also Mother Earth or the energy of Pachamama is also kind of witnessing your actions and your emotions in this reality. Okay, so with the Six of Fire, I feel that you are a little bit on a uh, journey of stubbornness, where you follow only what you want to do, what you want to have, what you know, all me, and not really considering the emotions or the energy of others, in particular with this admirer that is present in your life. So what the curse is telling you is a little bit of a warning. You know, like again, everything is a balance, right? Like everything is balanced. So if you hurt this person intentionally, you know, whether it is consciously or subconsciously, that will create karma for you. At a point, whether in this life or another life, you will have to kind of balance that hurt that you cause this person if you do it with intention. Okay. um, Coming back to this journey you will embark on, Capricorn here is telling you that you are not alone. You know, maybe the reason why you have been resisting going into this journey, looking at the things you know you have to look at, that you know they are making noise in your head, but you just don't acknowledge them, because you might have thought that you have to do all alone. You know, you have to do this on your own, that there is no one there to help you. What happens if you don't know what to do with so many emotions? Well, Capricorn is the way the universe is saying that's not going to be the case. Okay, you are going to be guided either by spirit guides or by people in your life. And the Archangel Michael draws my attention once again to the energy of the green Aventurine that we connected with at the beginning, with this a little bit childish, cocoon, comfort zone energy. If you see, this card also has two kids here. So what the Archangel Michael is saying is you don't have to grow up all the way, like you don't have to leave behind the beautiful parts of your childhood. You don't have to let go of that beauty that you found in your life, but you do need, with the hangman here, you do need to change your perspective on childhood. You do need to change your perspective in life. You cannot go through life um, seeing everything through or behaving through the way of a child. You need to grow up. You need to become an adult and bring your child with you. Becoming an adult doesn't mean square behavior. It doesn't mean there is no fun anymore. It doesn't mean you have to let go of the things you enjoy. That's not what it means. What it means is when you are an adult, you have or you become more capable at handling life. Okay, not in every case, but in your case, it will be like that. You will be able to handle life. You will be able to see things in a more fulfilling way. Okay, so there is nothing wrong with growing up. There is nothing wrong with being an adult. Okay, and you might have stayed in the phase of your life when things were better than they are now, and so that's why you maybe refuse to grow up, maybe refuse to be an adult, or maybe the message the adults in your childhood gave you was that life is really hard when you grow up, so you decided to stay young forever. So let's redistribute the cards that we pulled for you before, and the first one I got was the Lovers. And with this card, I think it makes reference to the matter that I was talking about the other in this card as well. Like there is a possibility, to like that person wants to start something nice with you, like he or she really sees potential, really sees what you have to offer, really wants you to see them, to choose them, to be with them. But with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, I think what we see here is that you might not really you might not really be willing to do that, like you are a little bit like, no, that's not what I want, that's not, creating conflict. You don't want to accept what they have to offer you, and with this Five of Pentacles, I think that's creating in them a feeling of unworthiness, like I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough for him or her, and so on. And you are not responsible of the way the other person takes your interaction, or how they receive you, or receive what you say. But you do have say on your intention behind what you say. And that's the important part here, because if you are just telling them things with the intention of hurting them, then karma will also be created for you. And so that's something really important for you to take into consideration. Like intention plays a big role in our lives. And so if you later on don't want to have to pay or balance the scales, you better not have a bad intention for them. Like if you really don't want them in your life, if you're not ready for that to happen now, tell them. Like be direct with them and tell them, I'm really not there yet, there is so much going on, you are an amazing person, but you are just not the person for me, or you are not the person for me right now. But also don't give them false hopes. If you really don't feel anything for them, then don't, because they are like trying to guess what to do, where to go, and how to make you feel that they are worth the try, they are worth the headache. And well, again, that's not nice. That's really not nice. And with the Hierophant, what your future self is, stop that, stop that playful situation with that person, because it might be playful for you, but it's not really playful for them. It's not an enjoyable game for them. So just stop doing what you're doing, stop avoiding reality, stop avoiding things. And with these knights here and the Eight of Wands, I feel that your guides are really active and working towards helping you reach this money path, reach the path you have to, or the path that will bring you the most the most fulfillment in life. But for that to happen, you really also have to be willing to do what needs to be done, which is acknowledge your reality, acknowledge your emotions, so that they can then really interfere a little bit more, or help, not interfere, but help a little bit more in your situation. So let's have a look at all the other cards that came up. Then we have the Ace of Air, that also represents movement, the King of Fire, the Emperor, the Ace of Earth, the Tower, Temptation, Page of Water, Transformation, Temptation, Strength, Two of Earth, High Priestess. So all these cards, I already had them for you in your previous readings, so that's why I'm just putting them like that. So most of them came in reverse, because you are kind of, as I said, you are kind of not really welcoming their energy. You are really not wanting to see things. You don't really necessarily want movement in your life. You are stopping your tower moment, and tower moments are something that will change our vibration, things that a specific situation that will kind of change our lives most of the times for the better, if not all of the times for the better. But because you don't want to acknowledge certain things in your life, or you don't want to acknowledge that, yeah, I'm sad, yeah, I'm angry, yeah, I'm all of those things, or I am stuck in my childhood years, then the tower moment and the guides cannot really do much for it. Okay, they cannot really do much for you either. With the Emperor and the King of Fire cards, it tells me that this person that we saw that is interested in you is really a good fit for you. You know, it's really like, if you allow this person in your life, welcome his or her energy, you will benefit, like, because they really love you, like, for who you are. They are authentic in their love, you know. And the Ace of Air is encouraging you to move on, towards this relationship, to give it a go, you know, to don't allow your fears to be in the way. Like, as I said, embrace the, you know, like, embracing this relationship with this person will be the key that will take you in this journey. We saw the elephant, and that card was also talking about a journey. So the Six of Air say the same, you know, they will take you having this relationship with this person, whether you guys get married or not, or last long, will be the key, will be the thing that will take you on this journey that you need to embark to rescue your inner child, you know, to really start living your life. Start living your life, and not because you haven't lived, but because you have lived life from the perspective of a child. So it's time that you begin living life from the adult perspective, from a really powerful high priestess perspective, you know, like, whether you are a man or a woman, the invitation from your future self is allow this transformation to happen. You know, like, the guides, your future self is telling you, where I am now, there is also magic. You can also remain young from heart, but for you to reach me, for you to come where I am, and let go of all these, you know, heavy situation or difficult situations, you need to be willing to move away from your comfort zone, something you are not really able or willing to do right now. You know, like, this transformation will bring you strength, will allow you to be able to balance from an adult perspective the fun and the responsibility of this life. You know, not everything will be horrible, not everything is hard work, not everything is like difficulty. There are also really good things in life, but you really need to transform, to allow this journey to begin, to welcome, if you want, because I really feel a lot of resistance, if you want this person in your life, so that you can take, or it can take you to the next step. In this case, you don't need a little bit of help on that, you know. And then we have the book, the bouquet, garden, the ring, a heart with flowers, the seagulls, child, the fish, and we also took these two more to clarify the book card. So these cards kind of validate what I was just saying about the importance of this relationship in your life. You know, I think there is a possibility of a commitment to this person. if you want it. This person will allow you to free your inner child. It will show you that not everyone is mean in this world, that there is also love in a close relationship. There is also possibility for you to see life and experience life from a womanhood or really mature female energy perspective, like looking at life from that perspective, from the eyes of an adult, will allow you for you to open your wings and expand, like see things that you have not seen before. Follow the playbook, your playbook, and not anybody else's playbook. Not when you do that, when you follow your own rules, there is no more suffering. There is no more mind or confusion. Oh, what I'm doing is incorrect or not. I'm going to the on the right direction. Is this the thing I'm supposed to be doing? All of those things disappear because you're following your own code. You are saying, of course, it's the right thing to do because this is what I want to do, So accepting, welcoming this person into your life will bring so much happiness, so much freedom, so much expansion. And in a summary, that's the invitation from your future self, is telling you accept what this person has to offer. You will be surprised. There is this relationship, this admirer is the key for your liberation, for your expansion, for your growth. And that person really has feelings for you, like sees you, understands you, wants good things for you. So be careful to do not play with their hearts, because the universe is watching. Okay, do not play with their hearts. If you don't want to, like if you really think about this, you are like, okay, I don't care if that relationship is my liberation. I don't want that relationship. Be then clear with this person and tell them, I am not interested in that. I am not looking for a relationship. Thank you. Be honest, because the universe is watching. But if you do there and be courageous enough to embark in this new adventure, to open up yourself to getting to know this person, you will find so much fulfillment in doing that. I hope that you benefit from this reading. I had to repeat it actually 3 times because the second time the camera stopped again. I think I had, I don't know, there is something weird with maybe storage that I didn't know about of the device. So very specific and very important and powerful message here for you. So that was what your future self wanted you to know. And if you think there is somebody else that might benefit from listening to a message coming from their future selves, please share this video with them. Thank you. Welcome to your reading pile number 4. And if you are here, it's because you chose these cards and also this beautiful Labradorite. So to start your reading, we're going to do the same we did with all the other piles. Before opening the energy of the cards, we are going to connect with this beautiful crystal and allow this stone to give us a message from your future self. So connect with me to the energy of this crystal. So if you want, you can take a moment to close your eyes, breathing deeply again, and connect to your heart. And so we receive the information your future self wants to give you through this crystal. So what I'm getting from this crystal for you is the energy of strength, determination, leadership, sharpness, like almost putting your feet on the ground, like really leading the way towards a better future, leading the way towards a better life, like taking charge of your life, deciding your own destiny, saying to the universe, to the world, to yourself even, this is where this is where I want to go, so this is where I'm going. Very much determined energy and strength and direction. I will say direction is the word I'm thinking. So let's see and open up the cards here for you to see where are we going with that energy. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. So what I just said with the message of this Labradorite might be maybe completely opposite to what you are feeling right now, okay? Or completely opposite to the energy of your life at the moment. I think with the moon in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you actually are feeling very much powerless. You are feeling that life is happening to you, like things are just piling up. You cannot see your own value, your own worth, your own strength, and you are very much like wondering when will things happen for me, when are things going to work out on my favor, because right now you are not necessarily enjoying reality. You are not um, you are not you are not seeing even your own power either. You are not really realizing that you have in your hands the possibility of directing your destiny, right? So with Pluto here, I almost feel that it's saying, let me show you, same as Virgo energy. Like Virgo is earth and is very much a leadership energy. I'm a Virgo, and so I can tell you about those things. Virgo is very much of like what I was saying with the Labradorite, a straight line. This is what we are going to do, very much determined on her ways, on her path, on like having the possibility, owning the power that she has. Like she looks super beautiful and she looks very powerful. Like she knows that she has the capacity. So with this card appearing in this reading, I think is telling you that you have maybe not tapped into the energy of determination and strength and ability to direct your life towards the place where you want to go. But for sure you have that ability with this Virgo energy, this earth energy. And more important than this earth energy, it means that you can make your dreams come true in this reality, in this life, in this existence. Okay, not only energetically you have power and influence, but also you can kind of bring that energy and that influence and that magnetism and that determination into the physical realm, into the physical world, so that your life looks the way you want it to look. And with the Pluto energy, this card is almost telling me, okay, you think I cannot do it? Then watch me. Like watch me do these things. And maybe you feel you are not capable of doing things because people have told you that you don't have the capacity, that you cannot do this. Maybe if you ask for a raise or a promotion in your workplace, they told you, no, we cannot really promote you to that position because you don't have the ability to handle that. There's a lot of pressure. We don't see you as that person, and then you believe them. So Pluto is here to say, you think I cannot? Just watch me. You see how much energy is coming out from his head. All of this wisdom, these wings, expanding upwards, connecting with your higher self, with your guides, with the universe. So the invitation from your future self, and actually what your future self is trying to tell you with this is for you to find that strength, for you to actually manifest into your life and mold reality to you and find the answers to your problems. You need to connect upwards, and both things, ground with the Virgo energy to the earth, and then connect upwards to the universe with the energy of Pluto, and him expanding his wings up so that he can receive energy from the universe, from the ether, and Virgo very much on earth, so she can actually make things happen. And if you see even the duality of energies between masculine and feminine, using your feminine energy of attraction, of sexuality, sensuality, and all of those things, uh, together with the energy of the masculine that makes things happen. The masculine energy is the directive energy, but the feminine energy is the inspiration energy. So they cannot work separately, okay? They need a union. They need a union between them. And here I'm talking about an inner union, using your inner masculine and inner feminine to make things happen, okay? For you, let's see, the King of Cups. Okay, interesting that card came up. Let me just open up the rest. So patience. Okay, so I think this is a direct message from your future self. For you to reach this future, for you to become this future self that you already are, you need patience. You need to be patient. Things usually It's not that it can never happen, but usually they don't happen from one day to the next. They are not automatic. It's not like you think something today and tomorrow it will manifest. I wish it were that easy sometimes, right? But it is not the case all the time. So you need to know that. So your future self, that message is very loud and clear. You have to be patient. Be patient. It might take time, but enjoy the process as well. And with the abundance card, I think it's also a very straightforward message. You will be abundant. You are already abundant. Again, you already have this energy of the future self in the present. You just need to realize it and see. Let's ask, how are you going to reach there? And now I will also clarify the King of Cups. So with the other cards, we have here boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? This is a question for you. And then Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. And finally, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So what I get from these cards, and because we put those in extremes, what I feel is, for this transformation to actually happen, because right now is upside down, you need to start setting boundaries. Boundaries not only for other people, for them to do not abuse from your energy or overuse it, but also for yourself. It's like, you might be too tired, you might be, whatever, but you are not going to spend the whole Saturday in bed again. If you want to spend one day, full day in bed, choose either Saturday or Sunday, but it cannot be both, and it cannot be every weekend. If you are really tired because life or work or whatever, fine. Choose one weekend a month where you will binge watch Netflix or which other service provider you have, and you will eat all the junk food you want, and you will just do nothing but sleep and be in bed. But the next weekend, you cannot do that again, like, that's boundaries. You need to set boundaries for yourself as well. If every day you are eating an ice cream and you know that your health is being diminished because of that, then you need to stop. Doesn't mean you will never eat an ice cream again, but if you are eating an ice cream every day, now the boundary is you have to eat an ice cream only once a week, and choose the day, but you cannot continue eating it every single day, because that's on your detriment. It doesn't help you, okay? So for that transformation to happen, because it's not happening yet, that's why the card came upside down, you need to start with the boundaries. You need to start saying no more often to yourself, and also to the people around you, okay? But I think this is more to yourself, because you might be very like, well, it doesn't hurt if I just smoke one more cigarette, it really doesn't hurt if I just have one more drink. It really doesn't hurt if I postpone the gym for the next month. No, it does hurt, it is hurting. So you need to start putting boundaries to yourself, be more determined, which is what the Labradorite was saying, and listen to the guidance that you receive. If you feel like, well, which guidance is not really coming for me, I am not seeing it, I'm not hearing it, of course you are not, because your vibration is not high enough for you to receive it, and that's where the boundaries come in, like, if your body is too heavy, and I'm not referring at body fat, but like density, because you can be very skinny, but if you only eat junk food, your body is heavy, even if you are super skinny, but the food you are ingesting is not nutritious food, and so your cells are running in junk food, sugar, uh, fat, etc., etc. So that's why you don't see the guidance. That's why you don't have energy. It's not because you're super tired from work. Sure, that contributes, but it's more because your body is really just running at the lowest level of fuel that it can possibly run on, and that's why you need to set boundaries with your body. You need to move a little bit more. You need to watch what you eat, so that you can actually receive the guidance that you so desperately want and you so need as well. So there is a little bit of effort, and well, I say effort because at the beginning, to change from this to this, there might be effort. You might be like, oh, I really don't feel like doing things, or I don't feel like I want to do those things, or I'm too tired. So of course, it will take a little bit of patience and effort to become what you want to become. With the King of Cups is that I think that maybe you have also been asking for a partner. You wanted, or there is someone that you are targeting, let's say, and you wish him or her could see you too, like feel the same way about you, the same way you feel about them. Feel about you the same way you feel about them. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. But it's not happening because to attract the Queen of Cups, neither of you are there. Well, to attract the King of Cups, you need to be the King of Cups. Um, so you need to be in the same vibrational level that that person is, and maybe that because you are not. Maybe you see this person like higher than you, like maybe he or she is really handsome, really pretty, maybe richer than you, smarter. So you see them higher than you. You don't see yourself. You wish you were the Queen of Cups, um, but you believe you are not. Right now you are not. You are not at the same level they are. That doesn't mean it's impossible for you to get them, or that you will not ever be in their level. With the boundaries, with a little bit of work, you will be able to attract them. Okay, they are not out of your reach for sure. If you have someone in your mind, or if there is someone, like an ideal type that you have. But for that to happen, for you to stop crying and saying, "Oh, poor me, nothing ever happens. No one ever wants me." The moon again. No, nothing ever. My wishes never come true. You really need to see where you are not putting the effort, or where you are contributing to this unhappiness. The moon sometimes, because it's nighttime, it's not the same as the sun. The moon kind of shows the dark side of us, and maybe you don't want to see it, but there is a balance of energy that needs to happen in your life. And as I was saying, it's not that this guy will never be yours, or you don't have the potential of becoming the Queen of Cups because he's the King of Cups. That doesn't mean that. Actually, there is possibilities for you to be happy, whether with him or her or somebody else. But happiness is in the horizon. It's available to you, and that's what your future self wants you to know. You have, like, I am already living. It's saying your future self the life you want to live. I am already having the family, the partner, the job, the blah, blah, blah that you want to have. I am already there. So it is possible for you to become that, to come here, but you really need to stop wishing and start acting. You really need to be the one that imparts justice, the one that allows yourself to play to clear the playground for yourself. Okay, justice is the energy that tells us, here, I'm handing you the power to do whatever you want, to experience life the way you want to experience it. In this case, you need to become justice as well. You need to clear the path. You need to fight for what you want. Now, depending on the consciousness level you are, fighting might not be involved. Actually, surrendering is the best thing that you can do. You let energy flow through you and make things happen. But because where the level you find yourself now, vibrationally or energetically, that easiness of flow might not come to you like that easy. And so that's why I'm talking about effort, and I'm talking about focus, and I'm talking about determination and drive, because that's what you need right now. That's the energy you need right now. The first step is drive, determination, boundaries, focus, so that later flow can come in. The Emperor tells me that you have not gotten in touch yet with your inner masculine. You have not recognized yet the possibility of a better life, a better future. And with the Six of Swords, for you to do that, for you to become this emperor, you really need to let go of the past. You really need to let go of your usual behaviors, your usual habits. You need to let go of the way you usually behave and act. You really need to transform. Again, we have here the transformation card. So with the Two of Wands, I think this card tells me that you need to kind of give up. Yeah, I think habits for you, habits are an important part of your life. You really need to give up habits. You need to kind of sacrifice, offer up to the universe that which you value the most. And in this case, I don't know why I keep thinking about food. So maybe you do have a little bit of addiction to food, or some sort of addiction. Maybe you are, you know, you buy books compulsive, how do you say that? With compulsion, like um, you need to buy books. You have piles and piles and piles and piles in your home. You have not read half of them, but you want more, and you just want more, and you just want more, just because you need that adrenaline, that feeling that you get from buying books, or food. You are full, but you keep eating because there is some, even your belly is telling you, please, no more, but you keep going and keep going and keep going. So there is some sort of an addictive behavior and compulsive behavior that you have towards something. So the Page of Cups is asking you to give that up. Give that up, okay? Offer up that compulsion of yours so that you can transform. The Death card came reversed because you are not there yet. You have not taken the decision of transforming or of moving from one energy to the next one. But it's important that you do that. It's important that you become a new version of you so that you can reach the Ten of Cups where your future self is already residing. The key for you, the message that your future self has for you here is for you to be in this happy relationship, in this happy life, for you to become this abundant, sexy, attractive, beautiful, fertile energy. You need to give up your compulsion. You need to change your habits. You need to set boundaries and limits for yourself. You need to literally transform, to have the strength of heart and mind, to let go of these compulsive behaviors, to let go of these unhealthy habits that you know they are unhealthy, but you keep on doing it, and to reach out for help. If you cannot do it on your own, find a nutrologist, find a coach, find a psychologist if you think that's needed. Join a group, like get yourself a gym buddy or an accountability partner that holds you to your word when you say you are going to say something. Clean up your apartment or your house, like start moving the energy. You don't have to, if you haven't exercised in 5 years, you don't have to want to spend 1 hour in the gym. Just to start with 20 minutes in the treadmill, and don't even run, just walk. Just walk a little bit. 20 minutes, that's it, you go. And maybe that's all you do for a month. Maybe all you do for a month is 20 minutes in the treadmill walking. And after the month, you are like, okay, maybe today I want to start like jogging, and also I want to stretch. And I'm gonna go and try the weight, the lightest weight there is in the gym, and I'm just gonna hold it in my hand, pull it up, down, and that's all I'm gonna do. You really can start just with small steps. You don't have to conquer the world right away, but you really need to start. So if you don't start, it will be hard, and it will take longer for you to reach this future self that really is already waiting for you. I hope this was something useful, that you got good information and tips on how to transform your life. If you think there is somebody else that might want to hear or receive a message from their future selves, please share this link with them. I see you on the next video. Bye bye.